guys, I finally finished this video. I know it took me 2 months, and I'm sure you're all on pins and needles waiting to hear all about our maiden voyage on Spring Wind. So here it is. I'm gonna give you the play-by-play. So first we have to get all of the things packed. I pride myself in being extremely adaptable, but honestly, this created a large amount of anxiety. We were only going to be about 20 minutes from the house, so if something came up, I could just drive the van home and get it. So the anxiety probably wasn't merited, but I definitely had it. And here I am opening up some more pillows because it's impossible to have too many throw pillows. Now it was time for the kids to pack all of their clothes. I showed you in the last video that Casey had built the bunks in such a way that the mattresses would fold up and all of their clothes and any other little things they need fits right underneath. Now it was time for me to pack my clothes underneath my bunk. As you can see, I'm packing my party hat because this weekend is going to be a party. Stevie is ready to party so hard, obviously. You didn't think we were going to get away from the house that easily, right? Well, when we tried to start the bus, the battery was dead. And I was hoping that this incident was not foreshadowing of the rest of the weekend. So Casey hooked her up to his truck and hoped for the best. We got her started and we were on our way. Spring Wind's maiden voyage was to the John Hartford Memorial Festival in Bean Blossom, Indiana. Bean Blossom is located nestled in the hills of Brown County, and it is so beautiful there. Now, if you don't know who John Hartford is, you probably should. If you like bluegrass or jamgrass, you're gonna love him. He was one of the forefathers of this whole genre, and his storytelling is amazing and it's fun, and I highly suggest checking out his music. You probably know his most notable song, which is Gentle on My Mind. It was made popular by John Denver and won several Grammys performed by several different artists. This music festival has been going on for 10 years. In memorial of John Hartford. It's been put on by his best friend John Hartford, who unfortunately passed away this last year. We got Spring Wind parked, and now it's time to set up camp. had a nice chat with that lady in the back. As it turns out, she and her husband also have a schoolie, and she's also the wife of one of the people that puts on this whole festival. she became one of our good friends, and she came by later in the week to have a sandwich with us. And here we are, back home again at Hartford. After we set up our chairs for the night's music, we took a stroll around the campgrounds. We always love to look at all the adventure vans and other schoolies that everybody has. After that, it was time to go back and get dinner going. The weather wasn't great, so we didn't have as big of a crowd that Wednesday night as we usually do. But people were still there jamming, and as you can maybe see, there was a lady with a hula hoop there doing a bunch of tricks. So I do have a hula hoop, and I am practicing next year for Hartford so I can be one of those hula hoop people. And now it's time for our first night in the schoolie. Good night, little children. Good night, Steve.
How was your first night on the bus?
Stevie slept on my ass.
How was your first night on the bus?
Sleepless.
Sleepless?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Stevie.
She's bad?
Yeah, she kept jumping on me.
Stevie, did you jump on Abby all night? Stevie, are you ignoring me? Stevie, were you bad? Say, I'm not bad.
And then the rain came down. It was a muddy mess, but it didn't dampen our spirits. We were still so excited to finally be on our bus. And then all the electricity throughout the whole entire campground went out. So we sat around on our Bluetooth speaker and listened to John Hartford for several hours until the rain stopped. Finally, around 3 p.m., the rain stopped, and we were able to go set up our chairs and get ready for an evening of amazing music. First up was Good Morning Bedlam. I highly suggest you check them out on Spotify or other streaming apps. The hula hooping lady was teaching all the little children how to hula hoop, and it was so adorable. And Casey and I decided that when we grow up, we want to be this couple. The rest of the night was filled with great music and great weather. And the rest of the weekend proceeded just like the first two. Wonderful music, a great relaxing time, and Casey building the perfect fire and making the perfect s'more. This festival is one of those places that you go and never want to leave. There's tie-dye, there's great jamgrass music, there's wonderful people, they're kind, people love our schoolie, we made it on Facebook, our Love More people were there, peace signs. It was the perfect atmosphere for me. But now it was time to pack up and head home. Until next year, Hartford.